Hello everyone. Hi. Greetings and welcome back to another Glasses Kingdom reaction video. We are here again and we are so excited. So I saw this upload from Mission Soul. Missioned Souls. And I was saying to myself, I remember reacting to Highway Star by Deep Purple before, so what's going on? Did I miss something? What's the difference here? And then I realized that I had reacted to the live version, which they slayed. Now they decided to do the studio version. And I'm like, okay, then. The way Nisha behaved in the live version of this song, I just can't imagine what she's going to do in the recorded version where there is more comfort, and there can be a retake if something goes wrong and all of that kind of stuff. The overdubs can happen. So I'm like, wow, this should be something. So I'm very much excited to see what this thing is gonna be. And I'm sure many of you have seen it before, while maybe a tiny few of you will be seeing this for the first time. So when you finish watching this, then you head over to their page and watch the original, because it is going to be something, as I said. So without further ado, we will dive into this one. But just before we go, I want to say a big shout out to my members, GK members, people like Victor Brown, SF Rose, Brian Carl. These are like people who support what we do to another extent, and we do appreciate that kind of vibe. Yeah, let's dive into the video, shall we? Okay. The bass. my word. Wow. Oh my goodness. What an incredible performance. What an amazing delivery by these four. Oh my word. Now, probably this video is the one that is going to get them some crazy international attention. This level of playing is next level. They've been doing so well in all their videos, but I tell you, when I'm telling you from a musician's perspective, they've taken this several notches up. Yes. If I was to score them out of 100, I would say Nacy's out of 100, 250. Oh my goodness. She rocked that bass. She really did. She really did a phenomenal job on those strings. And then Stacy, for your guitar playing, out of 100, 200. You get the perfect score. 200. Yes. And you did everything right with your guitar player, given the fact that you are the lead singer. Your vocals, 250. Yep, you rock, girl, you rock. I remember in the live performance, you were kind of out of breath a little bit doing this same song. And I could understand why, you would be out of breath and. So there was a lot more breath control in this one, and I can understand that you're in the comfort of your home studio, you're chilled among there was not much hassle before the performance. I know when you're doing live shows, the anticipation and the anxiety, sometimes things is not right on stage and you're not hearing what you want to hear, and all of these things combined take away from the performance sometimes, so you did justice then, and you still do a better job now in the studio version. Well done. Nisha, scoring you out of 200, out of 100. Gosh, I don't know what I don't 250 plus 250. I sound unfair now. I can't give you so much above the rest. That's not right. Anyway, 250 plus 250. I can't help it, guys. I can't help it. I really can't help it. Only if you know what she did, then you can understand the score that I'm giving. Only. You can only understand what she did, and then you can understand the score. Now, there is something a little bit sad on my end. For the entire week, I've had all my guitars and gears plugged in. Like my guitar was in a little rack right here. It was plugged into the pedal. Two pedals at that. I mean, two different pedal rack. It was also plugged into the amplifier, and everything was right because I was doing some live performance right here. So everything was plugged up. But last night I went to church, and then I happened to pull down my entire system. Now I am sad because I want to really show you some of the things that Nisha did and why I would score her so high. Ice, oh my goodness. I see him all comfortable around the back there. I'm not sure if any of you noticed. I am still wondering if I am seeing doubles, but I am looking keenly and it seems like Ice is using the double pedal. He got the double pedal. Oh my goodness. Seems like he's got it. And if that's the case, before I even go any further in the video, I want to give special shout out to SF Rose, who took on a large part of this payment plan or the contribution to the pedal. She really went deep into her purse and she really took out more than half of the sum. And the sum, believe it or not, the sum was higher than we thought. We thought a pedal was going to cost, because we looked it up. When we heard that ICE wanted a pedal, we looked it up on Amazon because we wanted to do this long before we did the interview. And we saw pedals for like $149, $110. And the highest one we saw at the time was like for $345. And I'm like, oh yeah, we can do it. So in the interview, I was like, oh yes, ICE, your request is granted. You're getting your pedals today. Oh my God. After the stream, I spoke with the family, and the family sent me a picture of the pedal that he wanted. Oh my goodness. This young man is an ambitious young man, because I think he went probably for the most expensive one. It was like, should I tell you the amount? Should I tell you the amount? Okay. I'm going to post the amount for my members. I'm going to post the amount for my members to see. No, that's unfair. Would you like to know? All right, I will tell you in the next video. I will keep that one for now. But just know it was over $500. Over, yes. A good distance over 500. And my friend who sent me a contribution, I mentioned him in a previous video. Big shout out to him. He personally linked me and said, how can I contribute to this? And he did so well. I told him that day that, oh my goodness, you have no idea what you did. Because as much as I promised that I would give this thing to ICE that day, when I went to my account, even though I knew there was barely anything in my account, when I went there, I'm like, oh my goodness, what did I do to myself? I think I just shoot myself in the foot, because I didn't even have half the amount in my account. I didn't even have quarter of the amount in my account. So I'm now thinking, how am I going to get this done? And I'm thinking of the various means and methods that what I can do to get it done. However, Mission Souls, on the other hand, was kind. They said, okay, don't worry. Just meet us halfway. We will do the other half. I'm like, that's kind. That's really kind. But I'm thinking to myself, no, I promised. We promised, myself and SF Rose, that we would get this. We didn't care about what the cost was going to be. We were going to get it. And so we did, with the help of this other person that provided a fraction of the amount. And big shout out to him. I also said in that stream that I was going to give the proceeds of whatever was given to me in that stream to the pedal. However, SF Rose, on the other hand, was saying, oh my, this is probably one of your most successful stream. You've been doing this for a while, and there is like just 2 people, donating to your channel. So for you to get the first set of donation like this and then just give it away, she felt it somehow for me, and she was like, okay, so then I will do it by myself then. And I'm like, oh Lord, this is a lot for her too. And so it worked out. But here is the problem about whatever was donated in the stream. And I want to say special shout out to every one of you who contributed something in the live stream interview, because it goes a far way, more than you know. It takes a lot to make these videos. And trust me, I am on the losing end of everything, because not only that I lose sleep to record these videos and to edit these videos, I use professional equipment that I paid for. None of them was free. I use electricity, paid for. It's not free. Everything that is around me, it's paid for. And so I am in the negative. I'm not expecting anybody to buy me anything. I'm just saying, when you count these things, I'm kind of more in the negative, below zero type of vibe. However, whatever you gave me in that stream, I was never going to get that until the 21st of this month. So all of that had to take a whole month to process before I can get not the full amount. YouTube has to take 30% out of that amount and then give me whatever is left. So this is where I want to say a big shout out now to the guy who reached out to me, because whatever he gave, he zelled it to my account. So that went straight towards, the proceeds. Um, so if you ever want to give me something personally, you're like, oh, he's a good guy, and he has a good heart. Let me bless him. If you really truly want to just bless me instantly, then you do it via PayPal, Cash App, or message me on Instagram. I will give you the link to my Zelle account, and you can just do that if you want to. However, if you just want to contribute to my YouTube work, then you can always, super thanks, super chat, whatever that case is, you can do that. Much appreciated. Thank you in advance. Okay, back to the show. Wow, back to the show. So it seems like he's rocking that double pedal and he seems to be happy with it. And he seems to be using it like a pro, like someone who's been using it for a long time and he just knows how to do everything. So great job, Ice. Out of 100, I give you 250 like your sister. You did really a phenomenal job and you rock. You really, really rock. Now, here is something interesting about Nacy's and Stacy. Nacy's, she plays the keyboard so well, and she's playing the keyboard and the bass in this one, except the keyboard was kind of overdubbed because she's playing the bass. So the bass is the live part of the performance, and the overdubs was the keyboard. Oh my goodness, I can't give you 200 either. You know what? You get 250 plus 250. Now that I'm thinking about it, because you play the bass and then you play the solo along with Nisha on the keyboard. Oh my goodness, girl, you're such a talent. And when the show started, when this song started, and I saw the her on the piano and the bass, it brought me back to what attracted me to Mission Souls in the first place. The first thing that I saw with Mission Souls was Nacy's playing the bass like a beast. That was my first reaction. And I'm like, what the hell? Who is this beauty beast on the bass? Oh my goodness, she was crazy on the bass, and then I was like, whoa, she's beautiful. She's playing so well and all of that good jazz. I'm like, whoa, I got to check this band out. And I checked the band out, and then I was hooked for the rest of my life. So yes, Nacy's 500 out of 100. What am I saying? What am I saying? Yep, 500 too. She does so well, so perfect, flawless. Nacy's is flawless. Oh yeah. And this happens most of the time, if not all of the time. In fact, I don't remember ever spotting like a mistake or something that she's done like that I could say, yeah, fix that up, fix that up. She's just always on par. Oh yes. As it is for Nisha. Now, let me just see if I can. As I said, my guitars are not plugged in, and I don't have my best guitar. I don't have my best guitar to demonstrate this, but I'm going to just see if I can do this quickly. Hold on. So this guitar is kind of different, and it is not. It is not like the Fender guitar that has the whammy bar, or what we call the pitch bend. Anyway, As it is for the guitar, these things are called frets. Okay? Fret. F-R-E-T. So these are the frets on the guitar. These things going all the way across the guitar board. Now, so this right here is considered the first fret, second fret, third fret, fourth fret, and it counts all the way down. Now, Nisha was doing something like one, two, three. So the first two fingers, the pointer finger and the middle finger, was covering one, two, three frets. Then this other finger didn't stop in the next fret. Well, kind of, yeah. I think, yeah, it stopped in the next fret. So she was covering one, two, three, four, five, six. Her fingers was hovering over six fret, and she was doing something like, well, I don't remember if that's the notes that she were. I don't remember the pattern of the notes that she was doing over these frets, but that's what she covered, six frets, and she was like rocking over six frets. She was doing some crazy things, running up and down the fretboard. I'm like, what? Then she did the solo. Then she did the harmonies to the melody of the solo. So that's like a song within the song. Believe it or not, when I used to talk about guitar solos, that's how I say any solo, not just a guitar solo, any instrument that you are getting, you get to do a solo on in a song. I normally say the solo should be a song within the song. So it should be something that you can sing along with. You can follow the direction of where the solo is going. And boy, Nisha killed it. She did the melodic solo first, and then she did the harmonic behind it. So she was doing the harmony to the melody that she was playing. And whilst I was saying, it would be so nice if Stacy was doing the melody and Nisha was doing the harmony, or vice versa. Both guitars should be there, and they probably should turn their backs to each other and be rocking the guitar. That would be something to see. But in the same breath, it's easier for Stacy to overdub. I mean, for Nisha to overdub what she had already done on the guitar. So that was extremely, extremely, wow. Incredible. That was really incredible. My goodness. Nisha has been playing better guitars than me. And I had to mention her in one of my live broadcasts recently that over the years, touring a lot and playing a lot of reggae music, it kind of stopped me from being as fluent as I was back in the days when I used to study jazz music, and I used to have to be running all over the fretboard. Um, I didn't play a lot of rock music. In fact, I didn't play rock music, so I didn't get to do the whole distortion stuff and the crazy stuff. But I used to do a lot of jazz gigs, and those are also similar to moving all across your fretboard with the solos and the melodies and whatever you have to do. So after not doing that for years, I kind of got seized up, and I am motivated again to do these things, because every time I'm doing a reaction video and I have to talk about Nisha, and sometimes I have to show you what she's doing. Sometimes I take up my guitar, and normally I have a very good ear. I hear very well, and I really actually produce a lot of sounds that I hear instantly. You can make a sound and I can instantly reproduce it. You can play something on your guitar and I can instantly play back what you play. However, she's doing some things that when I pick my guitar up and I try once, I didn't get it right. And I tried twice and I still didn't get it right. And then I have to, like, all right, I can't do this on camera, then I'm gonna have to do this after the the reaction video. So after the reaction video, I would go and I would go over it again and again, and it would take me up to 6 times, trying this to get it right. So I'm like, all right, I gotta start practicing my guitars again. But what she did in this, it's top notch. It takes professional guitar players to play this so smooth and effortlessly and with so much conviction. You see, when she's like, and she swings the hand and she pulls the hand and she treats the guitar like an object, like it is a part of her, and she just knows the sweet spots and what. Yeah, you know what? It's 250 plus 250 plus 250 plus 250. Oh my God. Seekan, you have to be a proud father, and Sheena, you have to be a proud mom. Wow, this was excellent. And I want to thank you, great audience, for really stopping by and make this a very interesting reaction video. You stayed till this moment. I love you for that. I give you a plus for that. I wish I could just give you something bigger than just my love, but you know, my love counts. Yeah. I love you all. Thank you for being here, and I will see you again in the next video. I got to go prepare for church tomorrow. So, yeah, that's it. That's all for now, folks. See you again soon. Peace. Oh, big shout out to Mission Souls, Dad Seekin, Mom, Sheena, Nacy's, Nisha, Stacy, and Ice, and the dogs and the cats if there's any. Until next time, peace.